everybody. Today I will be doing your open world vendor reset. And we're going to this time we're going to start at the terminal. So let's get to it. At the special equipment vendor we have Centurion with a expert and ferocious on it. Cassidy with 295% stagger. Self-preserve, dominant, and boomstick. Of course, that's your major one. I'm not going to name off the guaranteed talent that's for the exotic. I'm just letting you know. You guys should know that by now. If not, then let me know in the comments if you need it to be done. We got the Liberator, 19% enemy armor damage with Predator and Swift. We got the Historian with 164% headshot damage, talent, and trained. The Pecan, 11% damage to target out of cover with Ferocious and Adept. And we got the custom P445 with Expert and Commanding. The Vector 45 ACP, 21.50% critical hit chance with Determined, Skill, Vicious. Tactical SA 58 with 23% enemy armor damage. I think that's the highest you can get. Skilled, Adept, and Brutal. Tactical SASG 12K, 321% stagger. Competent, Meticulous, and Adept. That's not too rad. Surplus SVD, 169% headshot damage with Swift, Sustain, and Discipline. Military L86 LSW, 12% damage to target out of cover with Adept, Deadly, and Unforgiven. Now, with your gear, I'm not going to name what the talent. I'll name what the talent is, but I'm not going to tell you what it does. That way we can cut down some time. If that is something that you would like to keep happening as far as whatever the talent means, then let me know. I did do it last week, but I'm going to do it without it this week. We got a Spec Ops Mask, 989 armor with 1246 firearms. Talent is Tenacious. Major attributes, 10% exotic damage resilience. Minor attributes, 12% increased kill XP. Banshee Mask with 965 armor, 1129 firearms with 7% enemy armor damage and 13% increased kill XP. Tactical Vest with 1942 armor with 1235 electronics. Talent is Robust. Major attributes, 16,498 health, 8% skill haste, and 54% ammo capacity. Tactician Chest Piece, 1843 armor with 1166 stamina, 15,480 health, 4% health on kill. Minor attributes is 54% ammo capacity. Firecrest Chest, 1864 armor, 1140 stamina, 9% exotic damage resilience, 4% health on kill, 55% ammo capacity. Reclaimer Vest, 1880 armor, 1147 stamina, 8% skill haste, 4% all resistance, and 48% ammo capacity. Defense Vest with 1736 armor, 1240 stamina, 7% skill haste, 5% enemy armor damage, and 52% ammo capacity. We got a Spec Ops Backpack, 1333 armor, 1166 stamina. Talent is Technical. Major attributes, 12,878 health, 16% bleed resistance. Backpack of the Nomad, 1265 armor, 1214 electronics, 14.5% stability, 47% ammo capacity. Lone Star Backpack, 1144 armor, 1141 electronics, 15% stability, and 15% bleed resistance. Deadeye Backpack, 1268 armor, 1233 electronics, 17% stability, 16% burn resistance. Operator's Knee Pads, 1540 armor, 1133 electronics. Talent is Accomplished. Major attributes, 7.5% exotic damage resilience. Minor attributes, 29% shock resistance, 32% blind death resistance, and 12% damage to elites. Hunter's Faith Knee Pads, 1444 armor, 1123 stamina, 15,051 health, 29% bleed resistance, 33% burn resistance, 14% damage to elites. A Tactical Holster, 873 armor with 1152 firearms, 1230 stamina, 1272 electronics. Talent is Steadfast. Major attribute, 6% skill haste. Sentry's Called Holster, 911 armor, 1133 firearms, 1253 stamina, 1197 electronics, 20.5% reload speed. Alpha Bridge Holster with 1236 firearms, 1265 stamina, 1228 electronics with 6% skill haste. Other than the armor and the skill haste, that ain't too bad. Spec Ops gloves with 997 armor. Mind you, gloves and masks top out at an armor of 1001, so this is 4 armor off from being maxed on armor. 1139 firearms talent is astute. Major attributes 4% health on kill. 1222 shotgun damage, 15% critical hit damage. Striker gloves 913 armor, 1175 firearms. 2480 pistol damage, 8% skill haste, 982 SMG damage. Final measure gloves, 894 armor, 1216 firearms, 1231 assault rifle damage, 7% enemy armor damage, 5% critical hit chance. Predator's Mark gloves, 975 armor, 1180 firearms, 2572 pistol damage, 1212 shotgun damage, and 15% critical hit damage. We got an electronics mod with 236 electronics and 3% skill haste, and a performance mod that is 3.5% turret damage. A quick release magazine, 30% reload speed, 3% critical hit chance, 11% magazine size. A loud vent break with 19% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, 5.5% headshot damage, and 45% increased plus 45% increased threat. We got a grip with 13% stability, 4% critical hit damage, and 4.5% optimal range. And we have a sight with 6% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and of course you got your caches. Now, as I've said, every time that I do make a video on the vendors, this is the special blueprints vendors. If I have bought any blueprints, then you will not be able to see them, but I only go to the 256 score. Of course, you got your weapon kits right here. You got your M870 Express blueprint. You've got your snub nose Rhino blueprint, stamina vest blueprint, firearms knee pads blueprint. You got your high velocity magazine blueprint, a tyrant suppressor blueprint, stamina gear mod blueprint, performance gear mod blueprint, and that should be it. Alright, now we're going on to the other vendors that's in the post office. And guys, sorry about the sound in the background. That was my iPad going off in the head. Alright, here we go. We're going over here. And we're not going to the special vendor, you know, the one that actually sells, you got to buy stuff with money or whatever, because if that's something you guys want every week, I will do that. When it does reset, I'll make a video that day it does reset. But if you don't want that, then just continue not to say anything, because honestly, I don't like microtransactions. Even though they're not helping us advance in the game, it's more or less just what you're looking at, you know, make you look better. You know, I just don't care for it. But if you want that, I will do that for you every week. Advanced weaponry vendor, we have the 586 Magnum with Expert and Vicious on it. We have the Tactical Vector 45 ACP with 22% critical hit chance, hurried, talented, and swift as your talents. G36C, 18% enemy armor damage with prepared, deadly, and focused. Marine Super 90 shotgun, 304% stagger with a Predator, meticulous and destructive. SOCOM M1A sniper, 160% headshot damage, talented, adept, and unforgiving for your talents. We got a classic RPK 74 light machine gun with 13% damage to target out of cover with the talents of determined, vicious, and adept. We got a high velocity magazine with 7.5% critical hit chance, 4.5% reload speed, and 11% magazine size. Compensator with 13.5% stability, 5% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage. We got a grip with 18% critical hit damage, 5% optimal range, and 5% reload speed. Improved iron sights with a 12% stability, 5% optimal range, and a 6% headshot damage. Hell yeah. Alright, now let's go on over here. We're going to the actual Dark Zone vendor that's in our post office. Sneaky, sneaky. And he has The tactical SASG 12K with 351% stagger with talents of Swift, Train, and Vicious. We got a Spec Ops holster at 981 armor, 1194 firearms, 1170 stamina, 1186 electronics with a talent of Nimble, which this is a really good talent I've mentioned before. And major attributes is 6% skill haste. We got a firearms mod with 231 firearms and 2.5% exotic damage resilience. We got a sight with 13% stability, 3% critical hit chance, and 4.5% optimal range. Now, guys, we've got 2 more to go in the base of operations, and we'll start going other places. We have a SRSA-1 with 159% headshot damage with the talents of Meticulous, Skilled, and Harmful. We also have a Handstop FDE with 27.5% reload speed, 4% critical hit damage, and 4.5% optimal range. Now, guys, I am going to mention something here. Make sure that you look on these purple mods from time to time. As you can see, they are a item level 34. They don't have to be gold in order to be used. I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, I only want 34. Well, baby, these purples are 34s. And you will find that they will give you more ammo capacity at times, and they will be giving you other things that you just want, but you know, you're like, oh, I can't find them. We also got a tactical holster at 892 armor, 1143 firearms, 1254 stamina, and 1181 electronics with a talent of Nimble and 6% skill haste. Just to give you a, see right here, performance mods, purple, item level 34. You got a prototype firearms mod, item level 34. Now, they may not be good rolls, but I'm just telling you, they're item level 34. You got another performance mod that is 3% smart cover damage resilience. And guys, that is your post office base of operation vendors. Now, I will be going out and going to all the vendors in the open world for you guys, one by one, naming off the gold and teal items. Then I will make the video for your dark zone. I'll be right back. Here we go. All right, guys, we are at the crypt, and you do have the Lavoisier with a 23% enemy armor damage, which I prefer that. Talents of accurate, talented, and ferocious. Horrible rolls, horrible rolls. You've got a small laser pointer with 15.5% accuracy, 4.5% optimal range, and 4.5% reload speed. Hello, guys, we are at the firewall. And they have a operator's glove at 954 armor, 1251 firearms, talent of cunning. We got 16% critical hit damage on it, 2645 pistol damage, and 4057 marksman rifle damage. And we also have a firearms mod with 238 firearms and 2% all resistance. And guys, we are at the Grindhouse, and they have a military Scar H with 171% headshot damage with the talents of Prepared, Unforgiven, and Vicious. And they also got an Omega Rifle Suppressor with 17% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, 4.5% optimal range, and 42% reduced threat. And guys, we are at Southpaw, and they have a Gunslinger's Vest with 1721 armor, 1127 electronics, and a talent of Reckless. 8% skill haze, 15,205 health, and 53% ammo capacity, and a stamina mod with 239 stamina, 2.5% exotic damage resilience. And guys, let's try to hit 10 likes on this video. And guys, we are at the Ward, and they have a Gunslinger's Gloves at 889 armor, 1225 electronics. The talent is Decisive. And attributes are 5.5% critical hit chance, 2,280 pistol damage, and 1315 LMG damage. We got a stamina mod with 247 stamina, 3,325 health. And guys, we are at the last call, and they have a military M870 with 300% stagger, talents of Meticulous, Adept, and Swift. We also have a compensator with 12.5% stability, 6% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage. And guys, we are at Madison Stan, and he has a Spec Ops Gloves, 893 armor, 1116 firearms with the talent of Cunning, and attributes are 14% critical hit damage, 1279 LMG damage and 5.5% critical hit chance with a performance mod of 3.5% ballistic shield damage. Guys, we are at the meat locker, and they actually have a converted SMG 9A2, 19.5% critical hit chance with adept, commanding, and brutal. We also have a quick release magazine with 29% reload speed, 11% magazine size, and 5.2% rate of fire. And guys, we are at Camp Hudson, and we are at the weapons vendor, and he has Black Market SASG 12S with 295% stagger with talents of meticulous, self-preserved, and swift. We also got a small grip that's 16% critical hit damage, 5% optimal range, and 2% accuracy. Now, as we go on up here, we will be going to the gear vendor, and they have a gunslinger glove at 898 armor with 1154 stamina, talent of decisive, and attributes is 856 SMG damage, 7% skill haste, 7.5% enemy armor damage. We also have a firearms mod with 229 firearms and 3053 health. Hello guys, we are at the cavern, and he has a tactical backpack, 1199 armor, 1221 stamina with talent of relentless, 15% stability, and 16% disrupt resistance. Also has a performance mod, is 3.5% seeker mine damage. At the Cameron station, and they have surplus SVDs, 162% headshot damage with the talent of commanding, intense, and discipline. And they have a compensator, 11.5% stability, 2.5% critical hit chance, and 6% headshot damage. We are at Dante's Run, and they have a operator's gloves at 950 armor, 1245 firearms, talent of cunning, and the major attributes is 4534 marksman rifle damage, 4% health on kill, 8% enemy armor damage, and they got a performance mod of 3.5% sticky bomb damage. Guys, we are at the Wolves Den, and they have a M870 Express with 332% stagger, talents of commanding, brutal, and self-preserved. And they also have an extended magazine, is 108.5% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage, and 4.5% reload speed. And guys, we are at Autumn's Hope, and they actually have a gunslinger holster with 887 armor, 1173 firearms, 1139 stamina, 1115 electronics, talent of sturdy, and the major attributes is 7,460 health. And we got a performance mod with 3.5% seeker mine damage. And guys, that is all of your open world vendors. Hit that like button, stomp on that comment, do all you need to do. Guys, this is Just Hit Square. Thank you for watching. See you in a little while.